Hello, Africa. Thank you very much for joining me on Sci Tech. It's live here on Africanews, and I am Ignatius Anno. Have you wondered what lies at the other side of the moon? It is known as the far side or the dark side of the moon because it remains unseen. I've always told those closest to me that there's something bigger and beyond what humanity does not have the power to reach. But then again, I know we have been given the power to do more than our minds can ever imagine. And so space scientists in China are planning to probe the far side of the moon. And guess what? They are starting as early as this year. The moon's rotation period is equal to its revolution period, and there's always one side of the moon facing away from the Earth, making contact from planet Earth to it an impossibility. The far-side lunar probe will use Canch 4 for a soft landing and start researches. And to ensure smooth communication and dare to do what has not been done before, scientists will first launch another satellite to relay the information sent by Canch 4 back to where you and I live, the Earth. The Canch 4 lunar probe is the backup of the Canch 3 lunar probe, which landed on the moon in 2013. After improving its adaptability, Canch 4 is expected to get a lot of information from the far side. Here's Bao Weimin, Director of Technology Department under China's Aerospace Science and Technology.
Our exploration into the far side of the moon can provide us with some data that cannot be obtained from the near side. The exploration can shield radiation from the Earth and discover the deep space reflecting the real universe.
And if you are a motorist or pedestrian, this is for you. But first, let me ask you this question. Have you ever sat behind your wheels and ready to move when the traffic lights turn green, and then suddenly you notice someone just caring less about you and jaywalking? Well, if you have, you will agree with me that it can be frustrating and, put it bluntly, annoying, right? Okay, the spirit of jaywalking is about to be crushed with the help of technology, of course. In some of China's big cities, high-tech efforts are underway to stop pedestrians from jaywalking, according to state media reports. In central Hubei province, yellow posts equipped with lasers and motion sensors were seen on the path built beside the road. The technology will spray people if they dare to run the red light. From April the 23rd, the southern city of Shenzhen launched 40 units of the electronic police. Now, these are cameras with artificial intelligence that can identify jaywalkers automatically. And in case you're wondering if this is just another technology to embarrass people, just hang on a bit. City officials have mounted a big screen in Beijing that tells passersby that a nearby camera is monitoring. And that's not all. A loudspeaker will warn pedestrians who violate road rules and ask them to go back to the stop line. And let's still do Sci Tech, but finally, scientists in Britain and the United States say they have engineered a plastic-eating enzyme that could help in the fight against pollution in the future. Now, the enzyme is able to digest PET, which is a form of plastic patented in the 1940s and is now used in millions of tons of plastic bottles. PET plastics can persist for hundreds of years in the environment and currently pollute large areas of land and sea worldwide. The researchers made the discovery while examining the structure of a natural enzyme thought to have evolved in a waste recycling center in Japan.
Basically, we can just make gallons of powdered enzyme and then pour it into a vat of plastic. This is what we're aiming to do. So just in the same way that washing powder detergents were developed and made more stable, being able to work at high temperatures, low temperatures, we're going to do the same with this enzyme and hopefully create something that we can use in an industrial scale. At the moment, plastic isn't really recycled. It either ends up in landfill or it's burned. If it's burned, then it generates CO2, and then you need to make more plastic by digging up more oil. This system would allow you to recycle plastic back again properly, 100% recycle, 100% sustainable.
100% sustainable. And that's all I have for you on Sci Tech this week. As always, let the conversation continue. On Twitter, follow me at Ignatius Anno, and also use the hashtag @TheMorningCall. I am Ignatius Anno.